going to go from 6 figures to 7 figures in your business. I can teach you that. But I think that's just a scam to get the 6-figure people, because I don't think he's really getting anyone to 7 figures. Anand, what do you think of that?
It could be. I mean, 6 figures is just 100,000, right? I mean, it's not. There's a lot of people who make that. I think.
No, he's talking about 6 figures to 7 figures.
Right. So even if someone's making 100,000, they still kind of qualify, which is a big population. It's probably 20% of people.
I think it's easier to get people from 6 figures to 7 figures than 0 to 6 figures.
100%.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because they've got that momentum and they're decently successful.
They are those kind of people who would make things happen. It's easier to get someone from 7 figures to 8 figures than 6 figures to 7 figures.
And you know, that's a great selling point too for them. So it's like, can we not make, I guess an ad you're saying is the wrong idea, but like, can we not make some way of like communicating that, like, now you need a creative guy. You can do the doing. You're good at that. So now you're at the top of the doing system of life. Now we got to take you to being.
Instead of selling them on you need a creative guy, what are they already looking for?
Right.
What's the problem that they have in their mind?
Do you think they would be searching, like, how do I go to 7 figures from 6?
Yeah, some people would search for that, but what's really the thing that they would search for?
You mean the people who are at 6 figures?
These things. I'm just trying to, because I've researched this particular audience, I'm just telling you.
Right.
So what do you think they're gonna search for? For example, if I want to go for 6-figure people who are making 100,000 to 300,000, I can target maybe all of these download videos, but I'm also going to get people who are not making 6 figures.
Yeah, no, we don't want to get those people. I feel like
so
that's going to
get a very targeted place.
Yeah. So how do we get those?
I would say so. I've seen some studies where they did a research on podcasts where people who listen to podcasts on average they make this much money. Now,
okay, so podcasting would be
just as an example. So you gotta find the top podcast in your niche, whether it's the Harvard Business Review or all these.
A podcast, which means basically speaking, people who aren't influencers but want to become influencers is who you want to deal with, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean they're good at business, they're making money, but they don't have a brand, and now they're just having to keep selling all the time because no one knows who they are.
You know the other way to think about it is like have you ever heard of a book about where the guy's like talking about laziness and how it's good to be lazy? It's called the 80-20 rule. And one of the things that he kind of talks about is how sure, like, innovation is the mother of invention, but laziness is like the lazy absentee father of invention, because a lot of people invent things or they create new systems because they want more. And that's one way of thinking. But the other way to think about it is how to use laziness as a tool. So it's almost like they're so hardworking. That's what got them here. The reason why they can't go to the next level is because some of the things we need to reframe some things as like, you think that's lazy. That's efficiency. We got to cut certain things out. We got to switch you over to this. Like, that's kind of the issue we were having with our last client too, where he was saying no, is that he was stuck in a more, I thought, a competitive mindset where he was like, no, I want to keep fighting at this lower level. That's kind of how I saw it. I'm sure he sees it differently, but I saw it as like people at that level, they almost like fighting. They almost see it as like competition is how you make money. And I think that there might be a higher level where it's not about
when you're closing them, you ask them what their problem is, right? Mm-hmm. And then they say, hey, this is my problem. This is my problem. So for example, this guy, did he ever say sales is my problem?
The guy?
Yeah, we
didn't frame it properly like that even. Yeah. So we just went in pitching kind of. I thought he was a little negative off the top, so he didn't even say any. He was just like, the other ads aren't working, so I don't know. Like, he wasn't into it even.
So the problem you were saying is, his ads are not performing, his landing page is not converting, and
he was saying that.
So in his case, sales was the problem for him. So he's not your client. He's not the client you want to sell to. Sales is his problem.
Yeah, plus he doesn't.
His problem is, I want to become the celebrity authority in my niche, in my industry. Then he's your ideal client.
Yeah, and why can't we get those guys and be like, hey, hire a comedy writer to do this, or hire a more creative person?
I think those guys will be looking for someone like you.
Yeah, I think I can close them if I get them on the phone.
Yeah, I like that confidence.
they're very nice. They're very they're nice. They're not fighting like that. Like I do think like this guy, even I was following up with him after, and we're just talking about some of the people that he likes. And remember while you were even talking about this, where it's like saying how much money you made, you know, like an Alex Becker video, and he does a lot of sales, but he opens every video, even if he's just telling you his opinion. He's like, this is my opinion about this. Don't believe me? I made 2 million last month. I made 5 million the month before. Like that, showing your numbers. It's very like early 20s. And
how can anyone prove it, by the way? Like when you asked me for my success in the start of this video, I was like, even if I said so, like what's the proof?
Yeah, it's more about like you talk to someone and you give them a good feeling. And that part of that is like going through their full, you know, like what you said, go through their pain points, go through like what's really hurting them, help them think through a couple of problems on the call so that they just have a confidence in you. That's how I think these higher ticket people, even no big corporation says, hey, my product is the best. Don't believe me? This guy likes Lexus. I mean, they do it a little bit, but like that's not their main selling point. The main sales of like a Lexus is you're going to feel good when you drive it. That's it. No,
yeah.
They have secondary ads that are like this famous, like Matthew McConaughey drives it, or like, you know, you'll win an award or whatever, or we won a safety award, but that's secondary. The main one is Lexus life.
Yeah, it's about the emotions, not the features and benefits.
Exactly. It means what people don't understand. That's why I said people don't understand the business they're in. They're selling the product. They think they're in that particular product business, not the problem that the product solves or the emotion that the product brings to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For example, Ferrari is not in the car business.
They're
or
in the
Lamborghini is, Lamborghini is not in the car business. It's in the become a guru business.
Yeah. Become a guru, like sell, like
that's
put it in the background.
Yeah.
Last business.
Yeah.
What about Tesla? What business are they in?
I don't want to say that. I don't want to get sued by them.
Tesla, no, I would say Tesla's in the they're kind of in our business where it's like, it's not just about getting A to B. It's about you care about the environment. You have friends who are going to be like, oh, you're driving electric. That's great.
Yeah.
We want to make progress as humanity. Like
it's still a novelty. Like, you know, I used to drive a Tesla, and every time someone saw it, they were like, wow, it drives itself. And, you know, it's a latest tech. I think Tesla is like the new iPhone.
Novelty is key, though.
Elon Musk is like really good at technology, but I don't think it's just the technology that makes him. I think he's really good at selling because there are other people before Tesla who came up with electric cars and all of that.
Yeah.
But this guy was able to sell it.
And I think he sells it a little bit on the novelty and on the whole, like, you know,
and
they got
dream,
driving it, I think, early on.
Yeah, he sells that dream.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in Mars.
Yeah.
You're helping me get. Yeah, no, he really is a superhero of our times. He is working for humanity. He spends all his money, and then everyone just calls him stupid. And every girl he dates, she treats him like shit. Remarried his first wife. Amber Heard gave him a black eye. I mean, come on, Elon Musk. Can we, you know, I work so hard. The podcast is good to find these 300,000 to a million clients.
What do they search for online?
I mean, yeah, that's it. That's an interesting question because Google, I feel like, do we not want to get into personality stuff there where it's like
people who want to become the celebrity in their niche, what do they search for?
Right. Okay. So let's go with celebrity.
Like how to build a personal brand.
Okay, write that down.
How to build a personal brand. I mean, maybe it's a matter of like, you know what I think it is, dude? It's like they're probably searching all the same stuff that these broke people are searching, but they're rich.
No. So broke people would search for how to make money online.
Broke people will search for how to make money online overnight without working, without doing a job.
Like that's obviously too much.
Or like Shopify, e-commerce, Amazon, all those specific things.
That's what they'll search.
But even someone searching for like a Tesla or a whatever, like that basically tells us that this person is making this much. Like, see, because to me it's like the people looking for Lamborghini.
A car fanatic would be searching for Tesla, would be searching for Lamborghinis and stuff, just to check the price.
Just to check the price, right? But if we go with the combination of, because the people searching for a Lamborghini, let's say, right, it's going to be 70% people who have no money and they're just like, I need to make a vision board, so I'm just looking for pictures for my vision board.
Yeah.
But 30% of them are going to be probably our clients.
Yeah, but if you're advertising, then you're going to pay for all the 70% of people that are clicking on your ads.
Right.
But what about what if we do the top 1% combined with something like that?
So
Saying?
yeah, so for example,
Business owner, top 1%, and looking for, I wouldn't say looking for Lamborghini might not be the best. It might just be like
That's exactly what I'm doing for Anand, by the way. I'm targeting the top 10%, and I'm also saying they should be in market for some kind of business service.
right. And
So it's
how's it
like
going?
also
very
like
good.
Okay, good.
also if Lamborghini is a topic, people who look up Lamborghini on, let's say, a mainstream magazine YouTube channel versus there's a real car expert, people who watch his channel, it's the same car but it's a different audience, right? Where someone is explaining like the
Right.
details, and so these
So it's
kids
better you
get-
don't go with Lamborghinis and those kind of targeting.
That might be, like, but not literally that, but it's almost like we could find emotional things that, like, we could maybe think about things that only a rich person would have a problem with. So it's, so it doesn't have to be so directly related to business. It could be that they're searching for something like, how do I get my,
It's better you go for something that's directly related to business, because that way you're getting a very, exactly who you're dealing with. Versus if you're going for something else.
Mhm.
Actually, one of the funnels that we were working with, me and Anand, the reason it didn't work is because we were going for the free thing that we're giving was completely for personal branding. And what we're selling is YouTube services. So there was a disconnect there.
Right.
Although it's the same audience, there's a lot of people who are not interested in YouTube.